I'm a second generation radiologist. Here's a picture of my father, Michael Pitt, in the 60s with his residency class. My father's always said that the radiologist should be the physician's physician. Here he is with his white coat and bag, and here I am in the mid 60s. Somehow, in the last 50 years, we've gone from a community, a place where people came to discuss cases, to something that's more of a commodity. Radiology has become a siloed subspecialty, often reading in remote locations away from our reference. And this, of course, puts us at risk as we can be easily replaced by others who are similarly siloed. This leads to diminished job satisfaction, commoditization, as I mentioned, and likely reimbursement as we allow competitive forces to dictate price rather than value. The question really is, can we get back to a place where the radiologist and the ordering physician interact, where we connect these two in a way that's efficient? The problem is that there are legacy outreach tools, pager and phone, which really make that connection very difficult. So we're stuck really with the imaging network where the patient is controlled by the ordering physician, the imaging study is completed by the imaging staff, read by the radiologist, and then the report goes back. In terms of operational efficiencies, when we look for consultation, we're often stuck with a baseline CD. This is, of course, very cumbersome and difficult to use. They each have their own reader. Some of them don't open at all. And ideally, we would want to start with imaging. That's the piece of information that both physicians want to talk about during the consultation. Even better would be the idea of not having an interruption for a consultation, but rather sharing that imaging between two physicians while it's being held by a third party. So once both physicians are available for consultation around the imaging, the third party actually brings them into consultation. And you could actually bring two or more people into consultation around that imaging. I don't come to this space without some experience. I spent the last 15 years or so in the PACS space. And as you know, there are nuances from every vendor when you try to use their reader. And in fact, when you try to deal with individual physicians, each of their computers at home or in the office may have a different operating system, different problems. Some guy may be on Windows 95, another person's on Apple. Everybody wants your system to work on their stuff, has to come up to the code. So the idea of bringing people together beyond bringing just imaging together seems rather daunting. What we've done is create a social network, a provider network, where we can bring people together over text, voice, and video for screen share. And this is a community, something like Facebook, but in this case HIPAA compliant, where we've integrated advanced communication tools. Here Cisco and Google have been integrated into a community that's in production at St. Joe's. And what happens is that you basically click on someone's name, it could be someone's role, and you ask them to be brought into consultation. Note that we've hidden the provider's cell phone number, but we're still able to reach out to him and have a conversation. We can also bring them into a screen share. We're able to share information in real time. And in fact, both people, or more than two people, can interact over that imaging and take control and review that study. So what this technology has done is taken us from a siloed profession back to a community in hopes of making radiology part of the care team again, moving us away from commoditization. Thank you very much.